Hello everybody. Well, today is July the 22nd and my last video was the visit of Gilles and his grandson Henry. And he was flying his drone, his first time ever controlling a drone, and he was doing very well. So I immediately went on the internet, on Amazon, and I looked for a drone I would like to present him as a gift. A smaller one. It doesn't make sense to get a drone with camera because he's too young to have his own phone, a phone strong enough to work with an app functioning, and too much technique for him. I think he needs to learn a small drone. I bought one, very tiny, very cheap. Consider it's a cheap drone. But it had a few things. They are, well, I will explain this. This is an explanatory video. Just in case the 5-year-old kid, I will try to have at least 2 times with him together to practice with this and to put in his memory how to start it, how to charge batteries, how to change batteries, things like this. And I think he can probably keep this in his memory, but if he forgets, they can always go on the internet and watch this video and he will recall, this is how it went, this is how it goes. I hope. It is a cheap model, so it can break easily. Who knows how long it will last, but I think it will give him, while it's running, a lot of joy and fun. So here we go. I will start now the video for you. Well, there it is. It comes in this nice little box where everything is together. Here are all the things that come with it. I added a few things like the charging block and some batteries to put in the remote control. And this here is the video. This is the drone itself. I have to make sure I keep it in focus. And I will show you the other side. This is the battery part, where the battery comes in. To take the battery out, you just put your finger on here and it flips out quite easily and lifts up. And the same way it can be put back together. You put it into the mold here. You can see the mold is here. Put the top in and clip it in and the battery is in. So that's quite perfect. Let's put the drone here. This one is the remote control. It is quite it has quite a few buttons. To start with, just to start up the drone, there is a button here on top. You will see this. You push it twice and that will give the initial startup, and then you have to turn on your remote control. You will see it flipping. Now at the moment the remote control is not connected to the drone. To connect it, oh, that was a mistake. Why am I doing things like this? This is a button I don't like much. It is a flip button. And by accident, especially with my big globy fingers, it can happen quite easy. Now I want to initialize the drone to the remote control. For this, you push this button up and down. And the light stops. They are connected now. One thing this drone has is a automatic takeoff and automatic landing, which is actually quite helpful. I will show you this now. We will take off. Down button now because I want him to land. It lands automatically. I have to explain something to you. On the thing, you see the drone. Hang on, I will get the drone to have it easier explained to you. If the drone goes up and you start the automatic, it will go sometimes drifts to the left, sometimes drifts to the right. I have to put it in. Always have the red as your back, so that gives you an orientation of the drone. If it drifts to the right, you see here 4 buttons showing left, right, up and down, or forward and backwards. If it drifts to the right, the drone, you push on the left. That will orient the drone, and keep pushing till it is standing where you want it. If it goes forward, you go backward, you push the button backwards. This is to sort of coordinate the gyros. It's just a little helpful because eventually the drift can go so bad that you have to constantly hold against it. But at the moment, this is the least important thing to do. We will take out the battery to charge, to show how the charge is done. This is the charging cable. Only use this cable. With this one in front, there's a light bar in there. You put the light bar in. I give one of those, I give him also, so he doesn't have to go to the computer or something from his parents. And this one, and if you noticed, the light went out on the bar, and now it could take, well, if it's fully discharged, this is only partially discharged, it will take a few minutes probably only for this one, but the whole battery discharge takes about 30-35 minutes to recharge, and it will show the light comes on, that means the battery is charged. And here it just happened, the battery is fully charged, and I will take it away now. This is how it looks when the battery is charged. Make sure when you charge it, but don't forget to leave it on charge. I'm not sure if it automatically shuts off. It probably does, but you never know. You don't want to have any problems with your batteries overheating or whatever. So if you charge them, stick around. When you see the light, take them out, and that will be that, okay? There is a few words of caution I still have to say. There are certain rules that should be taken care of and to be watched for the pilot driving the drone, fly the drone. For example, don't be near electric lines. Do not be too near to people. Do not be near to animals. Don't go out in the rain. Well, like I said, especially a woman with long hair, or I know Ori has some long hair. If that gets into his face, he might have a tanglement with his drone right under his chin. Yeah? So just be careful, because accidents will happen. I had 1 or 2 little accidents trying to make this video. So yes, you will crash. Yes, it will fly or go crazy. It will not hurt you, because the cage is very well embellished, but be careful, especially with animals, their noses, or they could attack very quickly. Another thing to watch out, when you fly outside, make sure there is no wind. If there is any wind and you go out there, it might be really, it will take it away, and you may never see your drone again. Because it is so light that it is, of course, in the wind, it can just take it away. At home, if you fly at home, I have an air conditioner, I have two air conditioner and a humidifier. I have to shut both of them off because they have such a wind current. If I have them on, it's going all over the place. So those are little things to pay attention to. Well, there's one thing I think I sort of totally forgot to let you know about. You know, this top button here, the top button here is for flipping, but this one here is for speed. You hear one beep, that's in speed number 1. Speed number 2, going much faster if you fly. Speed number 3, it should go quite crazy if you're in the air. Only as a good flyer, I assume you're supposed to use this. I go back to speed number 1. And when you go automatic takeoff, it always starts in speed number 1. So you don't have to worry about the speed if you stay there. But be careful not to push this button by mistake, because the speed could change in the air and you might be not ready for the takeoff speed. That's something I forgot before, so I'm clearing that up now. Encore, pour commencer, nous rentre la batterie, click, and it's in. For starting the drone, and light is on, flashing is on. We start the remote control again. Control started. Now we link up the two, and the light stops filtering, and will take off automatically. And now you know that here is a button, this button, that will help you if you go in any direction. Let's say you go there and you push the button. There you go. So I have to control the height, and again I push the button, and you see it flips forward when I push the forward button portion of the game. And now we land, and now we're gonna land. The drone, turn off the remote, turn off the drone. Well, we are up to about 13 minutes of video already, and I probably have at least another 6, 7, 8, maybe, not my videos. Those are videos I downloaded that might be helpful for certain little things to do. So, personally, my instructions are done with. I must say, repeat again, there will be some funny moments when you lose control over this little thing and it flies all over the place. The good thing is it is not heavy. It cannot really destroy anything. If there is anything dainty and lightweight around that might be expensive, might be good to secure it just in case it gets hit by this flyaway drone. And it will happen, but don't forget, you can grab the drone out of the air, turn it around, it will shut down. So, well, you will see on some of the videos what happened. I hope you're having fun with it anyway. It was a pleasure making this. It was much more tougher than I thought. I forgot a few things, and once or twice I thought the drone attacks me. I squealed like a little girl. But this is just when I do the speed mistakes, and it's those buttons, you push them by mistake, you're gonna get in trouble. I will tell the little boy to be careful with those buttons, because they will probably screw up his life too. Has been fun.
Hey guys and girls, I'm James and welcome to my channel. Before you go, new channel in 2021, all about drones and video production. And today I'm going to be reviewing this 40RC Vinci V8 drone. It's mainly made for kids, but it's made for everybody, and I'll explain that in a minute. If you're thinking about getting this as your first drone, or you've already purchased it, well, congratulations on making a wise choice on getting a mini drone to start. And first of all, look at the case this thing comes in. My goodness, this thing is, I think I paid just as much for the case for my Tele as I did for this whole drone. And these are only on this price on Amazon right now. But you see, I paid the $32.99 for it a month ago, which puts it right in line with how much this Holystone 210 cost. So it comes packaged really, really nice. Here's the drone. It's got these sensors to hold right here and right here. And it looks like it has a camera up front like it shows online, but it does not. And I love how this battery pops in and out. It's got these 4 little slots that goes into and snaps in. And one this, the remote. Let's go over the functions on the remote. Of course, on, off. These are your trim buttons. So when you're flying the drone, if it starts to slide to the left, you push this button and make it come back to the right. If it wants to go forward or backwards, then you adjust these until you get it to where you want it to go. I'm sure you'll figure this out. I mean, up, down, in those controls. But up here, we have 3 speeds. So it starts out in speed number 1, or tripod mode. You push it once, and you'll hear 2 beeps. That means it's in positioning mode, or speed number 2. You push it again, and you'll hear 3 speeds. That means you're in the speed that it'll go, and I'll demonstrate that when we're flying it here in a minute. These buttons here, don't ever use this one. This is the headless mode right here, and one quick tap and it kills the batteries, and it'll fall right in your hand. I'll show you that. Right here is return to home. It does not have GPS. Don't use that. All it's going to do is fly into a wall, and then return. This will make it land slowly. Again, this will make it land slowly. One quick tap on this one kills the motors. On the back, that's where you take the screw out and put your batteries in, and it does come with a handy dandy screwdriver. It comes with some extra props. I think if you get to the point where you break some of these props, you've probably done more damage than just the props themselves. And so here's what she weighs. Weighs in at 47 grams. I mean, compare that to the Holystone. It's 25, so it weighs almost twice as much as this. And it has so much power. The other night, I put my light beacon on it and flew it around at night, and it did really well. You wouldn't even have known that was on it, and it weighs 9 grams. So let's compare it to the Tele. It's 86 grams. Wow, so this thing is getting pretty close. The actual body of it is pretty close to the Tele. I'm gonna do a review on this Tele soon. I really think for the money, this is a much better drone to learn with. The Tele does have a camera, but by the time you pay $100 for the Tele and then $50 for the remote, you got $150 invested. And since the Mini came out, they're so popular that these Spark prices have come way down. I got this one for $150 on Facebook Marketplace, but they normally sell between around $250. Here's how you charge it. When it's charging, there's not a red light on. When it's charged, the red light comes on like that, and this plugs into there. And it tells you to use this charger. I guess it has a different amperage that it really wants you to use. So let's go put her in the air, and I'll give you some flight instructions. All right, so she's hovering really, really good right now. You see how it's drifting just a little bit that way? You can push on that button until you get it to hover just the way you want. So right now it's in speed 1. So right now it's in speed 1, and this is how fast it moves. Kind of slow. Want to go a little bit faster, push this button. Here's the 2 beep. Now it's in speed 2. See how it responds just a little bit faster? And then press it again, you're in speed 3. Now it's a lot faster. You want to do a flip? Press this button. Woo, there we go. Do it again. But to the side. It's kind of pretty jerky. All right. Let's see how she flies. You know, compared to like the Holy Stone, it doesn't turn quite as sharp and fast, but you got to think, this thing weighs twice as much. You may want to make you like a little racetrack. In my review of the V8 Vinci for kids, it's a great little drone. I put it right up to the top of the heap of mini drones. I'm real impressed with it. I really love the battery and all the features of it. I've got a lot of really good videos coming out on other drones, so please like and subscribe if you got any information out of this, and ring that bell. And got all kinds of videos coming out on video production also. So thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next one.
£28 from Amazon. Is it worth it? Okay, so here's our case. We open it up. There is the drone. We've got a little nifty controller there with lots of different buttons. Then you've got the drone itself. So again, it's only small, pretty much the size of your hand. We've seen it do its little flips. There is another mode it's got called headless mode. What headless mode does, it has little sensors on the sides and underneath. So if it gets near anything, it'll sense it and it will shoot off. So if you're going to try and fly it into someone's face, with this mode on, it's not going to happen. So there it is. There's the drone, the £28 drone from Amazon and Black Friday deals. Little RC drone mini. I had a lot of fun with this. Not only can it do flips, it's got a few safety features. It's got a little hover mode as well. Press a button, it'll take off and it will hover at a certain level. So nice and easy takeoff. It's also got a recall button. It goes out of range. Press the button, it'll then come back. So for the size and the price, a pretty nifty bit of kit.
Well, this would be the end of it. I hope it helps you when you need it. I will try to not make this a public video. I will make it just for people who have the address, because it makes no sense to have other people watch this mishmash of information. Well, have fun, guys.